Right, this is a Fox News alert. The AP now projecting that Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton will defeat incumbent Republican Senator John Cornyn in that state's primary runoff. Our very own Brooke Taylor is on the ground in the great state of Texas. God bless Texas at the Paxton election night event. All right, Brooke, what's happening?
Hi, Sean. Well, this is a packed room of supporters right now. We have felt the energy all night long, the music blaring, food going around, and we even had your show on, still on right now, when you announced the Associated Press called this race in favor of Paxton. The room went crazy with people and supporters excited. Meanwhile, over in Austin, Texas, Senator John Cornyn has conceded just moments ago. Take a listen.
After a public service career lasting more than 4 decades and 18 consecutive campaign wins, tonight we've come up short in this primary runoff. You know, a few years ago, I had a friend of mine say, "You know what makes God laugh?" He said, "When we make plans."
And Paxton entered tonight with major momentum from the MAGA base, boosted by a late endorsement from President Trump, who called him a, quote, true MAGA warrior. Now, this win, Sean, it really shows the influence that President Trump's endorsement has and the strength of this MAGA party. This has been a really close race when it came to those polling numbers up until President Trump's late endorsement. And you know, just to give some perspective, polls here closed in Texas at 7 p.m. local time, and then it was just an hour later, so 8 p.m. local time, when the Associated Press called this race. And again, they're still waiting for the Attorney General to make the victory speech. As for what's next, he's now going to run up against Democratic candidate James Talarico. This is probably one of the most, if not the most woke candidate that Texas has ever seen. He has said that God is, quote, non-binary, and he's even said that the southern border should have a massive welcome mat for illegal migrants, Sean.
All right, Brooke Taylor at the Ken Paxton campaign event. Thank you for that report. Now, Ken Paxton, as she mentioned, will face off against radical liberal James Talarico. And I thought Jasmine Crockett was liberal. This is the guy that claimed that there are 6 different biological sexes. Maybe you can play a game at home, turn it into a drinking game, and see if you can come up with all 6. Good luck, because I can't. He also advocated for abortion care for transgender people, accused white people of spreading racism everywhere they go, and claimed that God is non-binary, and said that he wanted to put a giant welcome mat on our southern border in Texas. Oh, by the way, he doesn't eat meat either. Now, this list, of his crazy beliefs goes on and on. Meanwhile, yesterday on Memorial Day, well, Maine's radical Democratic Senate candidate Graham Plattner, the one, with the Nazi tattoo, teamed up with Grandpa Bernie. Guess Bernie's embracing the tattoo. And by the way, they fully embraced democratic radical socialism at a rally in Portland, proving my point. The radicals now rule the Democratic Party. Take a look at this.
No one is coming to save us. We need one thing, something the man speaking after me has been fighting for 60 years. We need a political revolution. They took so much, they began to think that we didn't exist at all. But they don't know Maine. They don't know the power that we have here, and we are taking back what is ours. Our tax dollars can build schools and hospitals in America instead of bombs to drop on them in Gaza and Iran. We can take back the wealth that belongs to us, that has been stolen by corrupt politicians and the corporations that bought them.
All right, that's only the tip of the iceberg with this lunatic, because in one of his many unearthed Reddit posts that have now come to light over the last month, he actually mocked a wounded soldier, calling him a dumb mother bleeper, while adding that he didn't deserve to live. But Plattner is offering zero apologies. Take a look.
I was wondering if you regret the post about the Purple Heart veteran, if you think you need to apologize to him?
I did 4 tours of the infantry. Any attempt to say that I disrespect veterans is slanderous and offensive.
Do you think you owe him an apology?
Good. Do you know how many of my friends had Purple Hearts? Do you know how many of my friends got wounded?
Never mind the fact that he admits that he likes to pleasure himself in porta potties. Here with reaction, Fox News political analyst Reince Priebus. Sorry, Reince, you look a little taken back, but that's what's interesting to me is. Sorry, I apologize. This is the Democratic Party. It's run by the Squad, AOC, Elizabeth Warren, Grandpa Bernie, and got people like Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries. They won't dare challenge him because they know that is the power of the Democratic Party. Mamdani will never be challenged by Kathy Hochul. It's now the mainstream of the Democratic Party.
Yeah, well, a couple of things. Number one, the Democrats are trapped defending the indefensible, and they're going to be trapped on Talarico as well. But back to this main issue on what he said about this Purple Heart recipient, you know, character has a way of revealing itself, and old posts are not the issue. The character is the issue. When he said this Purple Heart recipient didn't deserve to live, this guy was a private first class. Just real briefly what he did. He was a private first class who voluntarily walked up onto a ridge in order to draw fire. And there were 7 of his fellow soldiers up there that were actually saved by the fact that this Purple Heart soldier walked the ridge voluntarily. He got shot 4 times by the Taliban, saved his fellow soldiers, and this guy, Plattner, says he didn't deserve to live. And then he says, well, you know how many Purple Heart... He's trying to portray himself as this veteran that deserves all this honor, and he's saying that another fellow veteran doesn't deserve to live that earned a Purple Heart in the way that I described. Look, if in politics, the thing that you wish for in any race, you wish for a clear contrast. You want no confusion between the choices. And if you look, you know, Susan Collins is probably in the right spot as a Republican in Maine. She won in 2020 by 8 percentage points against, I think it was Susan Gideon. And that was supposed to be this really close race. And she won by 8 points and didn't even, and she won pretty easily. So look, this guy wants the race, he says, to be about the future. But his search history, I think, should put this campaign in a death spiral. It's pathetic, the things that he's said.
I saw Susan Collins not that long ago, and I said to her, I said, you know, and this is when the governor was still running in the primary. I said, you know, for your sake, I think I'd pick the Nazi guy over the current governor. And she looked at me like I was crazy for the very reason that you're pointing out. If the Democrats want to run the most extreme, radicalized people, have at it. I'll take that election every day of the week. Reince Priebus, good to see you, my friend. All right, thanks for watching. Check out my new podcast, Hanging Out with me, Sean Hannity. The big interviews, the debates you won't get anywhere else. Like and subscribe for new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday.